So I'm Simon Whittemore and I run the Business and Community Engagement Programme for Jisc, which is about supporting institutions, HE and FE, in how they interact and collaborate with external parties, businesses, communities, all external parties. It's about helping them with their capabilities to do that, especially obviously through web technologies, information management. It includes employer engagement, lifelong learning, public engagement, knowledge exchange, every type of interaction that usually results in some sort of service for externals. So that's what I do at the moment. The session this morning was about open innovation, which we've funded in this program. As I say, the work we're doing is quite challenging for institutions because it's not traditional research. In fact, it is probably entirely different type of culture to traditional research culture in many ways, and it's not traditional teaching either. So it is quite a challenge. It involves change, it involves particular skill sets, and open innovation is a very good example of that. So we're focusing on how institutions can work with externals, open up their own innovation processes using their own knowledge assets and bring other people's information and knowledge assets into that for the benefit of the wider community, wider locality often. We've also talked about open development in the session, building open communities, the difference between making resources openly available, like OER, and actually bringing people into your development process, your innovation process. When we say innovation, we tend to mean this traditional sort of biz type innovation, you know, ideas, exploiting ideas and bring them to fruition, whether they're social or product based or whatever. So that's what we've been focusing on in this session. Yeah, so we've had some examples from individuals who have run open innovation projects that we've funded in institutions, so practitioners on the ground, and we hope that sort of stimulates discussion to really throw around ideas around how institutions can take innovation in general forward. Bear in mind the funding climate has changed and we at Jisc will be probably funding things in a different way. I won't say if at all, but you know, we'll be certainly doing things in a different way. And it does call for maybe something like innovation units or innovation people, institutions able to mobilize innovation capacity and capability, and that's an idea we'll be kicking around in this session. There are a lot of people there with some interesting intelligence to bring to that. Well, the usual things really, which is updates on where other people are, listening to people in the sector, in institutions, finding out what their problems and pain points are, finding out what their hopes and aspirations are in terms of what we might provide, you know, sort of barometer of what's going on at the moment in the sector, excuse me, and obviously conveying a bit of information about what we're doing, what we've done in the Business Community Engagement Programme as well. So. Well, I think I mentioned innovation and I mentioned communities and communities coming together to voluntarily work together to solve problems. There's only a certain amount of that we can support and facilitate from Jisc centrally. So I think organisations like CETIS, or you know, with a focus on educational technologies, but well beyond that now, have a crucial role actually in helping to facilitate those communities, as well as taking a lead in, you know, where new technologies are going, in the usual their expertise areas of standards and interoperability. So yeah, I mean, I value the community and I value you know, colleagues in CETIS. They've also supported a lot of work we've done very effectively, so that's been a success story as well. So.